It's time with Bruce Buffer.
You're still stepping in the squared ring. You're still getting in there to do what you do better than most people ever dream of. I have to ask you, you're fighting Scott Sigmund at the Pensacola Bay Center on Thursday, February the 8th. Very excited about this. Roy, what is your motivation? What keeps you going? I know you're a winner. I know you're a competitor, but I got to hear it from you.
Okay, let me give you, there's two versions of that. The first thing that keeps me going is the fact that God blessed me with a talent and an ability to achieve something that not many people are able to achieve, and to be so unique at a sport that I never knew that I could become so unique at. And with that blessing in itself, it's like you don't want to take that blessing and throw it in too fast and be like, okay, I'm done just because people say I should be done. So that's the first thing that keeps me done. The second thing is a very small thing, and it's so crazy because it's just like today, yesterday, I went to go get my blood work. The women that did the blood work, they looked at my arm, they looked at my body, they looked at my blood work, and they were like, wow, why are you stopping now? I'm like, I'm 49 years old. What you mean, why am I stopping now? They said, but you look better than most 29-year-olds that we see coming in, so why stop now? But to them, they don't really understand the danger that's involved in boxing if you keep going, if you stay too long, and the fact that the risk is not adding up to the reward. The risk is outweighing the reward in most cases now. So that's the part that makes me have to say, hey, you got to look at this from a different point of view. If they were paying you that kind of money to take those risks, then true. But if they're not paying you that kind of money to take a risk, then you shouldn't be taking those type of risks. And that's just what the facts are, because you took your risk, you did your time, you did your bid, you did what you had to do when it was time to take risks. Now it's time for you to reap the benefits of the risk that you've already taken. You shouldn't be able to take risks and not be well rewarded for those risks. So if it's not a rewarding risk, why would you take it? So that's why I know it's time for me to stop. But I love it. The motivation is the fact that God blessed me with it. I can do it way better than 99.9% of people that do it. So that was always my driving motivation, my gift from God.
Roy, looking at this fight, it's a great fight. Don't get me wrong. We're celebrating your career, and it's on UFC Fight Pass. But with the affiliation of UFC Fight Pass, it makes me start thinking about when Anderson Silva was talking about fighting you. And I draw a correlation between you and Anderson and what we saw last summer with Mayweather and McGregor. I'm curious, in your mind, if you ever thought what would happen if you did fight Anderson Silva, do you think it would have been at all anywhere near the type of hyped fight, the celebration of both boxing and mixed martial arts? Had you ever squared off with Anderson in the squared circle?
Of course it would have, and it still will be. And the reason being is because Anderson Silva had real boxing experience. We were the first ones to come up with that concept, which is why it was so good that they were able to eat off of it, because it was our original idea. With us, it would have been just as big because he was a superstar at it. He was a showman at it. I was a superstar at it. I am a showman at it. So it's like it would have been a really big situation, because he, with boxing skills and having boxing experience already, had much more of an idea what he was getting himself into than did, McGregor. So with that being said, that is still a fight that people would love to see, because they know that he copied a lot of my moves into his game. And to do that, he had to study a lot of me, so he knows me very well, which means that I would have to go change up and either figure out some new moves or figure out a way to rewrite my old moves in order to make them work on him, because he knows them all, because he studied me in and out. So that would have been a huge event, more so than a boxing match, just like how McGregor-Mayweather was a huge event, much more than it was a boxing match. The event part of it is what makes it so big, and Anderson still has fans. I still have fans. Having the UFC Fight Pass on board to promote it, we still could make for one hell of an event if we made that happen. And that's the only thing that I'll be really, really willing to want to come out of retirement and do.